Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teachers Do. Today I have with me Ian.
Hello.
And today we are going over Daredevil End of Days. I'm pretty much running out of all the end books. The only other ones I have left are not counting the recent Avengers book. I don't know if that counts as the end. Do you?
You know
what I'm talking about.
tricky.
You know what I'm talking about. The Chip Zdarsky one.
Life story?
No, not life story. I said the Avengers story that's been going on.
Oh, the Twilight thingy that he's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an AU.
But it's not, it doesn't feel. It feels like it's a future, but not as the end. Whereas Peter David actually did the end. They did.
Sure.
It wasn't called the end. It was called something else, but it was one of those. And I have that and kept the Captain America, the Chosen one I told you about, since that was originally supposed to be at the end. And other than that, I don't think, unless they do a new The End in the future, I think that's all of them.
Do you think they will?
I think they will. Did you ever expect them to do a bunch of The End one-shots a couple years ago?
I mean, I haven't really followed the whole The End thing.
No, but did you ever expect them to do that? No?
Nope, but they did.
Yep, so probably. If they're going to do a bunch of what-ifs, I'm pretty sure they're going to start doing The Ends. But yeah, so let's dive in. Now, this is something that Bendis had been working on for years by this point. Like, I think it was announced in 2009 and didn't release until 2012. Yeah, so, and we got artwork by Klaus Janson and Bill Sienkiewicz.
That's a powerful combination, although it's going to be pretty...
sketchy.
Yeah. But probably in a good way.
Yep. With David Mack providing some artwork and here covers. And there. What?
Didn't Mac do covers?
And he did some interior artwork on some of the issues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and he also was a writer, apparently.
Yeah. You do know he wrote a couple of issues, right?
I did not.
Yeah, he wrote some of the issues. He wrote after Kevin Smith's run before Bendis took over. He was the one who created what's her name? The character uses sign language.
Echo?
Echo. Yeah, he created Echo.
Just had a TV show.
Yep, you're right. But yeah, he's the one who created Echo. But they say the fight itself lasted over an hour and 45 minutes. When watching the footage, the most amazing thing is that just about when you think Matt's done fighting, he gets up. And this is it. You let me know if they think the costume's funny where you're going. I'm really gonna miss ya. I really am. Mapone. Watching. And for all the good Matt Murdock has done, these people, all the lives he saved, all that he gave of himself, end of the day, Hell's Kitchen just stood there and watched him die. Look what he did, just shoved the billy club right into him.
That's a lot.
My name's Ben Urich, and I was an investigative reporter for the Daily Bugle. But as of Friday, there is no Daily Bugle, and there's no me reporting for it. Who am I talking to exactly? I'm talking to myself. I should be writing when I get like this. I should write. But at this point in my career, I have a bigger readership. Talking to myself. This paper's folding. It's folded. It's over. Print media died 5 years ago, and it's just got around to telling J. Jonah Jameson this week. He sold his ads for the month, so the paper comes out, even though there's nowhere to sell it and no one to buy it. The bloody, grainy, sweaty image of Matt Murdock being beaten to death are playing everywhere, on a loop. What can words say? If people so appreciated words. Another hero dead. Oh, but this one was recorded. This one has blood. All there and there for the world to watch and do whatever. Screw you, people of Earth. Watch your snuff film. Don't think for a second about what the man has done for you and what he has given up for you. How he fought to the death for you over and over and over, just so you could sit on your fat, lazy ass and watch your fat, lazy... Urich, what are you doing? Waiting out the clock. Write the story. Why? Because no one else is going to. There's no story. It's story. The bad guy won. I'm gonna slap you. The one thing you're good at when you absolutely need to do it, you're not going to? I don't need to report this. I don't need to write it. I know what they're going to say. Who's going to say? I've covered everything this has ever happened to this city. The Kree Skrull War, the Avengers disassembling, the House of M, the Civil War, Xavier's Rebellion, the Baxter Building murders. I've covered basically by this, so the 4 are dead in this stuff. We don't know how, just accept it. It's about
I don't want to.
Like, I've covered every story and I know exactly what these horrible people are going to say. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see it. Well, what's in it for me? I don't see it, ain't seen nothing. And it's a cover-up. Nope. Minding my own. I didn't see how much you paid. Come on, man. Come on. Got my own problem. I did him once, minding my own business. It's a reward because if there is, I'll tell you anything you need to hear. I'm innocent. This is a trick question. Nope. I hope all those mutants die. If I did know something, I don't know and I don't care. There, who cares? Wasn't me. Who? You should be ashamed of yourself. I didn't do it. Oh, sweet Lord. Actually, yes, I did. But pardon me if I don't feel like contributing to the collapse of society. I'm sorry. The man is dead. A hero. My idiot wife stood on the fire escape of our apartment and recorded it. But the hell if I'm going to contribute to the collapse of society by giving it to the media so everyone can pick his bones some more. They should declare a national holiday to him. They should make kids read about him in school. Instead, here comes the never-ending sewage parade. It's actually a pleasure to meet you. My name's Ben Urich. Ben Urich from What's Left of the Daily Bugle? Yeah, I'm a big fan. Really? You're a great writer. You're a powerful writer. Thanks. No, really, I wrote you a letter after that piece you wrote. Wow, this is years ago about Spider-Man and that thing. Yeah? Well, it's an honor to meet you. So, what do you think it means? What? A word. He says a word. Who does? Murdock, Daredevil, right before, I'm sorry. No one else is reporting it. They just keep, honey, get your camera. What's going on? You selling it? Get back inside. I'm embarrassed I watched it, but I didn't believe her story. It's hard to watch, and it's really hard to hear. You gotta listen. And crack. You hear it? No? Yeah, it's hard to catch. It's right before the, Mapone. Mapone? What is that? I don't know. You knew him, though, right? You were friends? Long time ago. Huh. I always got the sense you were friends. Mapone. Is that Bullseye's real name? No. What does it mean? Maybe it's his sled.
Thanks.
And yes, that tells you pretty much what the type of story structure that is going to be following.
Flashbacks.
Well, actually, no flashbacks though, but just this idea of trying to figure out what the word meant. Devil in all of us. The devil inside. The devil of house. No, stop. No more double entendre. Devil's rejection. No, stop. Dad? Yeah? Are you going to see the body? Maybe. Can I come with you? Why would you want to do that? I don't know. You're 16, Timmy. Let's try to keep the amount of dead bodies you see down to 0 for as long as we can. I don't get it. Why'd he die? The devil in us all. I don't know. My friends at school don't even know who he was. I first found out Matt Murdock was Daredevil. When I was investigating, start again. This is not about you. This is about him. Facts. When Matt Murdock was 10 years old, he was struck blind. He summarizes so much about his history there. Matt took all of his frustration, confusion, anger, and rage and focused on 2 areas. Anger and rage, the law, and justice. We get all the summary, but then, again, just look at this artwork. I think this is Jansen handling things himself on these ones.
Yeah, the inks don't look like Sienkiewicz.
Yeah, some of them do, but not all of them. Like here, this definitely does, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I'd agree.
But here, no. This looks like Jensen did it himself. Yeah. Okay, come on.
Where'd it go?
Why is it? There we go. Exit. Oh, come on. One man's existence defined Matt's life as Daredevil more than maybe even Matt himself. The Kingpin, Wilson Fisk, the uncontested, undisputed Kingpin of crime, the capo de capo of the tri-state area, the point to which all hell in the city floated up. For years, Fisk lived by a philosophy that Daredevil needed a Kingpin to be a Daredevil, that they were the flip side of the same card, or coin. And for years, on some level, it looked like he was right. A balance was struck between them that seemed to signify how the relationship would always be. A good guy and a bad guy. Except one rainy night in Hell's Kitchen when Matt Murdock, a beaten man, outed by the press again, disgraced and done, proved Fisk's theory wrong. Matt Murdock took the Kingpin's kingdom away from him by brute force, in public, in front of his men, in front of his subjects. He took Hell's Kitchen for himself. Matt took the role of Kingpin. Not of crime, no. Not the Kingpin of crime. The Kingpin of Hell's Kitchen. And he did what no hero had ever done before. He took the neighborhood and he transformed it into what he deemed it should be. Some thought he went too far. Almost everybody. That he crossed the line. That there was no evidence that Murdock cared. But even those who thought Murdock had gone too far were ill-prepared for what happened once Fisk made a deal with the federal government. And then they brought in this Paladin idiot and threatened him with Fisk was allowed back into the country for cooperating with other federal cases. He was a free man. Fisk had even ordered appetizers when, Fisk, get up and get out of the city. You can't talk to my client that way, and you can't. You made a deal with the feds. You made no deal with me. You leave, or I'm going to kill you. And really, in front of all these people, you're going to kill me? You've now publicly threatened my client with cling. Oh my God, no, everyone just stay, move it, get out of the way. Get up and get out. Okay. Ah! And he just beats him to death. Now, keep in mind, Kingpin hasn't done anything. Not at this moment. Keep in mind, he hasn't had any scheme, nothing. He's just come back to the city now, a free man.
You don't know he doesn't have any schemes.
It's made clear later he didn't.
That seems like cheating.
But look, Matt just comes in and beats him to death. Just look at all this. He just wailed them. Heroes don't kill. That is the line they do not cross. Now you gotta be honest. This is different from from the What If. This is brutal.
Yep.
The last one, you could either judge it an accident or Matt did it on purpose. But here, this is pure, deliberate. But even then, he could have stopped at any point to make his point, but instead he just chose to beat him to death. He's like, you don't understand. I tried everything else. And with that, no one ever saw Matt Murdock again. Until this week when he was murdered on the streets of the city. His legacy to the other heroes seemed to be that the don't kill the bad guy rule was true. Matt Murdock was the example, but that was years ago. And those who remember him thought he left the country or killed himself. No, that's what you thought. No one had seen him or heard from him, and most had forgotten. No, you haven't seen or heard. You haven't seen or heard from him. But those who saw Matt murder the Kingpin knew that. Tell them. Tell your readers what that Matt was probably your best friend, even though you were clearly not his best friend. And the Kingpin was right. Matt did need a Kingpin to be Daredevil. Without him, he was, why are you typing? You have no story. Matt left in the world with 1,000 questions, and you're supposed to answer them. No one else. You who he turned his back on. You who he cut out from his life. Stop it. He didn't cut you out. He let you go. When he was outed by the press, you might have had to risk your family and career defending him. He cut you out as an act of friendship, and it's taken you to just now to realize this, even though this is exactly what he told you when he did it. He was a friend. He was. And now he's dead, and no one knows why. Go. Get out there and find the story. Answer the questions. Why did Matt kill the Kingpin? Why did Matt leave New York? Where did he go? How did Bullseye find him? And what did Matt say was his dying breath? What did it mean? Daredevil is dead. Kingpin is dead. Damn you, Matt. Fine. I'll write your story. Now look up there.
Yep. I thought so.
Yep. So what do you think of the start?
Um,
It's Bendis.
I get that it's a mystery. I get that people are acting out of character, and you're supposed to be like, "But why?" And we find out later. But
To a degree for some, not everyone. For others, it's the future.
no,
I'll be honest.
specifically Fisk not having a plan, Matt killing Fisk, and then Matt losing to Bullseye like that. Like that just feels out of
Well,
character.
trust me, there's some things we don't get any answers to. I'll tell you that.
Not to make you be happier.
Yes. Hi. Yes, my name is Ben Urich. I'm from the Daily Bugle. I'm looking for one of the Avengers. I can't seem to. Her name is Natasha Romanoff. Natasha Romanoff, the Black Widow. No, she used to be an Avenger. No, I'm quite certain. No, the old Avengers. No, not the new old Avengers. The old Avengers. No, before that. No, before the Galactus thing. Black Widow. I told you I'm a journalist from. No, not the online Bugles. Yes, they still print it on paper. For another week at least. No, Black Widow. I'm telling you, she was an Avenger. It's not like it was a secret. It's public. No, Widow! Waste of time. Welcome to Stark Industry, Avenger Tower Museum. Please state your name and your reason for visiting. Huge waste of time. Hi. My name is Ben Urich I'm from the Daily Bugle. I'm looking for one of the Avengers. All Avengers-related media requested are handled by the PR firm of Waste of Time. I'm just looking for information on Natasha Romanoff. All media requests are handled by the PR firm of Yes, thanks. A transcript of this exchange can be found on our server. Thank you for stopping by and have a nice day. And Sam Wilson is the president.
Black Widow?
What?
Is that Black Widow?
At the bottom, yes.
That looks very cool.
But
I will say the art has been great throughout.
Yeah, I say Sam Wilson is president.
The Falcon?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And but his VP is Osborn. That's all we get. But yeah, there is no SHIELD scandal. SHIELD's been shut down. There is no military-industrial complex employing weapons for the protection of energy subsidies. This is all spin from our Latvian enemies and this vast left-wing conspiracy that you people continue to perpetrate. The Black Widow, she used to beat up people in here with the Daredevil, guy who just died. The one with the red hair? With the red hair. Right. Yeah, okay. But that was 1 billion years ago. This ain't even the same bar, my man. I'm sorry. It's all just rebuilt to look like the old one for nostalgia's sake. Nostalgia, right? I haven't even seen or heard about Isabel for years. Ring, ring. Hold on. He's right. He's right here. No? Yeah, okay. Message for you. For me. No one on the planet knows I'm here. Around back. Natasha? You won't find Natasha. Stop asking about her. Oh my God. Nick Fury. Don't say my name. I ain't here. He's got to be 100 years old. Okay. How is he even alive? Because obviously Ben doesn't know about the Infinity Formula, obviously.
I was about to say Infinity Formula, man.
But Ben doesn't know that. How could he?
I know. But we know.
Yeah. Why are you asking about her? I'm trying to put the pieces together. The pieces? Natasha died 4 years ago. Dead? And died dead. And dead? How? The Avengers. The scroll screen. This kid saying, we kept it quiet. Her request. How'd you know I was looking for her? You're kidding me, right? What did you even want to ask her? Matt Murdock. You gotta be kidding me. Was she involved with Matt at the end? Involved? That I don't know. But my guess would be yes. He said something before he died. Yeah, I saw. He screamed a lot. And no, he said one word before he died. Mapone. Do you know what that means? No. But you wouldn't tell me if you did. And for old time's sake, I might actually. Do you know what Murdoch was doing in all this time before he died? Did he have a new wife or a girlfriend? Or I didn't, and I don't. When Natasha's name came up on the grid, I thought you'd appreciate not chasing a ghost. That's all I have for you. Especially since you didn't know there was a ghost. You're telling me, you being you, that after all this time you don't know anything? Come on, tell you what, I'll count to 10. If you know something you just can't or won't say, tap your Jeez. Now that he did for all time's sake. Who is it? Miss Gilliam? Who is it? It's Ben Urich. Please, Milla. I know it's you. Could you open the door? Please. Hi, Milla. And how did you find me, Mr. Urich? I'm not here to upset you. Who are you? Get inside, Franklin. Look at the hair. You're gonna see that a lot. Look at the hair.
Which hair?
On the boy.
Yeah.
Ginger red.
Is it?
Yes, it's ginger red.
Oh, I would have said it was blonde. Okay.
Nope, it's red. Ginger red. I'm just trying to piece together his life, trying to find out. He's go inside, Franklin. I want yogurt. Go inside. You were married to him. You were his. He's dead. He always wanted to be dead, and now he is. He always wanted to be. He had a death wish, Ben. Why do what he did? So someone would kill him. So his life would be a misery. He didn't have to do what he did. He chose it. He chose to be unhappy and angry. And when was the last time you talked to him, Milla? Years ago. At least he had the decency to leave me alone when I asked him to. And please. Now, why is she smiling like that after getting upset? That's a weird, wonky art choice there, wouldn't you say? Her smiling on that one. Right here. Like, listen, my husband's coming home, and I don't want.
I could see it being an acting choice of like a bitter smile.
True, but listen, my husband's coming home, and I don't want this. Mapone. What? And what? Before he died, he said the word Mapone. I have no idea what that is. Okay, I'm sorry, Milla. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry too. It's just obviously a sensitive subject. Cute kid. Oosh! Slam! Yeah, I think that further proves what I'm implying. But hold on, the funeral's today. Why aren't you covering it? And hey, can you hear me? Because I'm not covering his funeral, Jonah. Yes, you are. Get out there. The funeral is not what the story's about. Are you insane? Get out there. I'm not going to his funeral. The story is not the funeral. What is the story, Ben? The kid Suki's already there taking pictures. Go, now. I'm not going to the flippin' funeral. Well, I'm not getting out of the car. I see none of his friends showed up. No Foggy Nelson, no superheroes. Had Matt alienated them all? All the heroes? Was he too controversial for them to be affiliated with? Even in death? Or maybe they don't want to be part of the circus. That I could respect. Hi, Mr. Urich. Hi, I'm Suki. I didn't mean to shaz you. I got a lot of pictures already. Is there anything I'm missing? Like what? Well, I know you scuds him back in the day. I just thought maybe you'd see something and eyes wouldn't. You knows? Mr. Urich? UK's? Oop, someone was there. Wah! Like, over here. Uh-oh. Working up the courage to talk to me, Mr. Urich? It's Elektra. It was the funeral, wasn't it? You tracked my place. The one time in a decade I let my guard down. Isn't that always the way? It's very brave of you to come here, Mr. Urich. You remember me when I had nothing to lose? Imagine what I'm like now. To go to all this trouble, it must be something big. Please, Elektra, I need to know. Mapone. Oh, look at that. That's the next cover. And you know that's Bendis there on the cover. Let me go on, go back to see?
Yeah. Oh man. Who is the other cop?
Don't know. Mac, maybe?
Maybe. Makes sense. Bendis does love doing that.
Yep. Now this is where we're gonna have
That's some pure Sienkiewicz.
Yep, but we'll also have some of Mac pages too during this. I know who's behind me, even though I'm too scared to turn around. That voice, calm and cold and matter of fact, is carved into my nervous system from when I first heard it over my shoulders decades ago. Her name is Elektra. She used to be a part of Daredevil's world, and right now she's pointing something into my back in broad daylight at a children's soccer game filled with cheering parents, poking into the very spot that she sent a length of steel right through me the first time I encountered her. My name's Ben Urich. I'm writing the story of Daredevil's last days. What did you say? Mapone. Is that English? Matt said it before. No one can tell you about Matt Murdock except Matt Murdock. You know that. The end. I just need to know about the end. The end? The end was what the end was always going to be. Violence. You know this. I know this. Matt refused to accept it. And I left that world a lifetime ago. And listen to me carefully. I'll do whatever I have to keep it away from me. Ugh, anything. Mom, did you see? Look again. Look at this one now. I made the goal. I saw it. That was awesome. See, another redhead.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that Matt was just sowing his seed at City of Daredevil?
We're not done yet.
Oh my goodness.
But that's two down.
Pay Bendis to write this.
I don't know. I saw. That was awesome. I'm going to get some water. Can Tommy come eat with us? If his mom says it's okay. She said yes. I'm not here for you. I'm just trying to put together a timeline of where Matt was and what he was doing all that time he had disappeared. Did you still speak to him? Have you ever heard the word Ben? Do not ever try to find me again. If anyone comes to find me again, I'll blame you. Please, I just want to, remember, Mr. Urich? Oh, I'll do anything to protect my world, Ben. I'll destroy yours to protect mine. Don't come here with your ghosts. Say you understand. She was just using her finger to freak him out.
I mean, this is Elektra. I'm pretty sure she could kill him with her finger.
And yes, she named her kid Matthew.
Of course.
Come on.
Have I told you my theory that Elektra and Talia are basically the same character?
You told me that last time.
I still think it's true.
Yep, the pizza isn't going to eat itself. Ugh, ugh. And if I ever see you again, I'll kill you dead. And cut! Am I done? Yeah, you are done, Mary. Wonderful, wonderful. Mary Walker Stamos is a wrap for the day. I really thought I had it on that last one. Mary, Mr. Brubaker called and asked if you read the script. Brubaker! Uh-huh. Listen,
yep,
tell that so-called director back there to tell my co-star to brush his frippanties. Yes, ma'am. And find out if they fixed the hot tub scene. Yes, ma'am. And where are my precious princes? Hi, Mommy. We're hungry. Look at them.
Heads too.
Liz, take the boy to the commissionery. I have to get my makeup on. Yes, ma'am. Mrs. Walker, I'm Ben Urich of the Daily Bugle. I spoke with your assistant earlier today. I know who you about Matt Murdock. I know who you are, but I'm not her anymore. I'm just trying to paint a picture. I was diagnosed as a multi and cured. This isn't about, I'm not her. This isn't about you. So for you to come here, it's about Matt Murdock into my world, ma'am. I'm cured. It's Typhoid Mary is not Mrs. Walker. No offense, but let's cut the troop, shall we? You had a relationship with Matt Murdock back when you went by the name of Typhoid Mary. You and he were intimate. I know it, you know it. And I know that you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm sorry I yelled. That's fine. Please leave me now. I'm just at my wit's end. I see that. Can you tell me about the last time you saw Matt Murdock? That was her, not me. Yes, but please, when was the last time she saw him? I don't talk to her anymore. She's gone. Does the word Mapone mean anything to you? Or her? Once upon a time, I was in love with him. I'll give you that. And he even came to me a couple of times after I was cured. We had a relationship, or something that at least resembled a relationship, something that resembled intimacy. I wanted to go to the funeral, but my manager wouldn't let me. The press. No offense. Mapone. Mapone? What does... Mommy, we got ice cream. Pumpkins. I want you to meet someone. This is Mr. Urich. He's an old friend of a friend. Mr. Urich, these are my beautiful princes. Mapone. It's the last thing he said. I can't recall. I can't think of anything. The medication I'm on, the hypnotherapy, not everything from then is right there for me, you know. Are they his? I don't know. They're hers. Okay, that's painful. That those are Typhoid's kids, not hers. That's painful, isn't it?
I think that's a clever idea. I'm not sure how much I believe in dissociative identity disorder, but as a fictional device, that's an interesting emotional situation.
And since Typhoid's gone, she doesn't have access to any of it.
Right.
But that makes it the worst. Always like, I don't know. They're hers. Now here's Echo. She was an Avenger. Napoleon's soldiers found the Rosetta Stone that had the same inscriptions in Greek Latin. It just talks and it's teaching all this stuff and saying, including some Cree-based dialect. It's not a bad idea for a book. The Avengers, where are they now? It would probably be the most depressing book since Alison Blair's autobiography. So yeah, just talking. And if you look here, a picture of a redheaded kid that says to mom. It says to mom, redheaded kid.
This is City of Bruce, I'm telling you.
Miss Lopez, Maya Lopez. Yes, she's deaf. Stop embarrassing yourself everywhere you go. Miss Lopez, I'm Ben Urich. Ben Urich, I got your message. Wow, must tell you, that was a fascinating lecture. They say you have a skill to decipher any complex visual pattern as a language, physical movement, encryptions. I once did a piece on the runes of, I thought you were here to talk about Matthew. Yes, 5 years ago is the answer to your question. That's the last time I saw him. I climbed into my apartment, and there he was. Now here's Mac's artwork. He was a mess. It was heartbreaking.
That's very clearly Mac.
Yeah, he had put his body through so much abuse. He wasn't getting any younger, and it wasn't getting any easier. He had fought this man, the Hood. Do you remember the Parker Robbins? He was the worst of them all said and done. Bullseye, it seems was worse. I guess that's proven true now. Why did he come to see you? Honestly, I think it was because he needed to lie down. I was closer geographically. He had lost an eye. I didn't know that. Not that it made a difference. Sort of like losing an ear. What happened that night? Oh, I got him some ice. I begged him to take a break. He snapped at me. He left. And a year later, I retired my double life as Echo. I think I quit that night, actually. Seeing Matt like that, it shook me. It sobered me right up. You'd think dying and being resurrected by the hand would have done it, but no. Just Matt being Matt. But it took about a year to work it out of my system. It's funny. He's the reason I wanted to fight crime, and he's the reason I stopped. I got a book deal. I got my master's, and here I am. I teach a course on pattern recognition. I thought I could pass on some things to others, that the way he was a mentor to me. You can always read lips, right? Of course. Had Matt ever said the word Mapone to you? Is that a word? Mapone. But I don't know what it is. With an M? Yes. I never, no. Is it a name? Do you know Foggy Nelson? I used to. I'm trying to figure out what Matt's last years were like. And no one seems to know. Just little pieces and parts. There's no flow. There's no connective tissue. Fits and bursts. Half the people from his life are missing or... Just a second. Ben Urich. What? They found Bullseye. Ugh.
Wait, but Elektra didn't die.
No, but she didn't know any more than anyone else.
So why is there a picture of Elektra being like hanged?
Okay, that's just a cover.
That cover lied.
Well, notice we had Kingpin on the second one. We had Elektra here, now we have Bullseye here.
Kingpin did die.
We have Bullseye here. Well, to be fair, Elektra, the assassin died.
Yeah, they should have done a Spider-Man No More homage, not a dead Elektra. That's too much.
Like Alex Maleev does an artwork page on here.
Who?
Alex Maleev.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
He was one of the big Daredevil collaborators on Bendis' run.
Yep. It's around the halfway mark from the university to the crime scene that it dawns on me. There's no way this is Bullseye. And there's no way he's dead. The detective who called me over here thinks he owes me huge. A couple of years ago, my diligent reporting kept him out of jail on a bum assault rap. Not a week goes by where he doesn't try to throw me a bone in an attempt to clean the slate. I don't think of it that way, but he does. So every once in a while, I get a couple of good stories out of it. Well, some good, some crap. Okay, so the door to the room was found open. One of the other tenants called it in because of the noise. Noise? Gunfire. He's so excited. He thinks this is the one. This is the one to even the score between us. The TV could have went through the window during the fight. There was a struggle, or maybe someone was ransacking the place, maybe looking for something. You only get a minute for Urich, no photos, and you'll want to be gone before the paparazzi get here. And that's how you found him? Yay! Mapone. Yeah, we saw that too. Cute. What's it mean? Do you know? He wrote it himself. His fingers, his blood. His blood? This is how it ends. This is how it always ends. Here's Malieve's artwork.
Yep, pretty classic.
Bullseye doesn't just die. Bullseye has survived every one of his ruthless employers, every one of his fellow assassins, every costume hero. Bullseye suddenly doesn't die a couple of days after finally murdering Daredevil. Bullseye doesn't die. Is this it? Is this where the story ends? Are you sure it's really him? Waiting for the coroner, but the playing cards, the mess, that thing on his head, the creepy, bloody Daredevil mask under the bed. My spider sense says it's the guy. Mapone. Mapone's real name? No. Gang thing? Old Kingpin thing? Not that I know of. We're going to have to dig deep on this one. This of enemy has to be longer than mine. Well, we have to finish sides of a struggle. I love this model. French connection. But he doesn't miss. Who doesn't miss? Bullseye. It's his signature move. I saw his signature move was these playing cards. His signature move is deadly force with deadly accuracy. Everything is a weapon. Everyone's a target. He doesn't shoot up an entire hotel room. He doesn't throw cars all over the place. This isn't his. Hold on. What? Oh. He killed himself. What? The bullet ricocheted. Bing, 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 right in the head. Son of a bitch. He doesn't miss. Why the hell did he go and do a thing like that? The Daredevil squad would have made him. And who the hell is Mapone? Maybe it was a secret between them. Maybe something only Daredevil knew would get to him. Daredevil whispers it before he dies, knowing it would drive Bullseye crazy. You are blowing my mind. Huh? What now? 2 different brands of cigarettes in the ashtray. We found this under the towel in the bathroom. And was Bullseye a crossdresser? Ha! Yeah. And this guy ain't changed his clothes in a month, let alone dress up all pretty. So he trick shots himself. Yep. In front of a company, probably a dame, maybe. And that person leaves without their shoes and stuff. Was that person Mapone? All right, detective, we have a witness outside. Said they saw a woman in red with long black hair running out of the hotel and right after the gunfire. Woman in red. Woman in red. Oh, God. He thinks it's Elektra. It ain't. Like, I'm going to vomit from this place. Here we go. Yeah, damn girl. You got game. You got mad game. It's Turk! You know who Turk is, right? He goes all the way back to Miller's days.
I remember Turk being in the show, but I think he got killed off. No, he survives.
No, yeah, Foggy got killed.
Wait, what?
Didn't Foggy get killed?
In the show?
Ben got killed.
Ben got killed in the show, yes. No, I remember Turk in the show. Turk in Born Again? That's really the only one where I've read.
Born Again, and he was in his regular series. In fact, I think this is the guy who would always go, money I've got.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Turk was the one who was able to successfully beat up Matt, which proved he was at his lowest during Born Again. That someone, a lowlife like Turk, could get the better of him. Proved he was at his lowest. Hey, Turk, you got an appointment? Just need to talk to the man. Everyone needs to talk to the man. He's clearly occupied. Just let him know Ben Urich's here to see him. You popo, Ben Urich. You stepped out of a time machine, man. You here to give me my club some ink? I'll hook you up. Make your head spin. I need to speak to her. This lady here? Not her. You know who. I'm not here to make trouble. I just need to ask her some questions. For old time's sake. Old time's sake? I think you and I remember the old times a bit differently. Back on out of here. Don't make me call the old room. I'm sure they're looking for your wrinkly old ass. You heard the man. Don't touch me. Yo, dude. Bullseye's dead. Bullseye's dead and Daredevil's dead too. I need to talk to her now. Or? Is there an or coming? Let's go. You help me figure this out and all this goes away because the cops are one step behind me. Because whatever this is, maybe you're next. Hold up. I'm just messing with you. Old time's sake, right? We cool? Follow me, my man. So yeah, this is someone dressed as Elektra.
Ah.
How's she doing? I gave her some meds to calm her down. Who's he? Don't worry about it. I didn't do anything. He was going to kill me. Did he dress you like that? He had it. He asked for a girl with long black hair, paid me double to put it on. But I didn't know it was real. He kept talking about a devil, throwing things around the room. He said he killed me before and he could do it again. I didn't know it was real. He put the gun in my mouth. He was giggling. Mapone. Yeah, he was saying it over and over. He started crying. He took the gun out of my mouth and he put it to his own head. He said that I was good, but he was magic. Every time he kept saying he was magic, that he would say that other word again. Mapone. And he put that mask on. His bullseye mask? No, he had a devil mask with horns. It was ripped and bloody, but it didn't have any eye holes. He put that on for when he, for the end. Afterward, he put the mask on me. I couldn't see a thing. It was pitch black. I thought I was going to die. I'm magic. Magic. I didn't know it was real. Damn! I feel bad for this girl. Having to deal with this psycho. But the fact that Bullseye just went cuckoo. A gang force known as Bushwhackers now in police custody and hospitalized after opening fire on a crowded street. Eyewitnesses say it was Daredevil that apprehended him. The ghost of Daredevil? Yeah, it was definitely someone in the Daredevil costume. He just came out of nowhere. By the time the cops got here, it was pretty brutal. Every time every one of the iconic costume heroes of the city dies, copycat vigilantism. This is the 5th such Daredevil sighting and the 2nd that has landed on a wanted felon in the hospital and in police custody. Hey, Dad? Dad, hello. What's up, Timmy? Did you see the body? What? Daredevil, did you see the body yet? Yes, I did, if you must know. And he was really dead? Like, are you certain that was him? Yes, I know a dead body when I see it. But he was a ninja, right? Eat your food. I hope whoever did this burns in hell. That person that killed him is dead. What? It's over. But it wasn't over. It wasn't for Daredevil. I wouldn't even be living here. I know, son. I know. Can you remember way back in Ben's first story, Daredevil saved him and Ben adopted this Timmy. You know that, right?
Nope.
Yeah, this goes all the way back to Ben's first Daredevil story.
Wow. Classic.
Yep. Of course, I know Rikers. Remove any metal, cell phone, change, pens, keys, pens, credit cards, or other kinds from your pocket. Hands up to the
time.
Nope. And hands up to the side. Who else is affiliated with Daredevil that you would want to make sure didn't get access to any item?
I mean, other than Bullseye,
You'll see. Okay, you'll see. Don't bother guessing. You'll see.
Okay. I'm not thinking of anyone besides Bullseye and Magneto.
And hands up to the side. Turn around. Wait for
Gambit?
the beat. No, not a good guy.
Okay. I mean, sometimes Gambit is evil. He started as a thief.
Step into the booth and wait till the light turns green. Step out of the booth and come with me. You must know some real players and power players to get a visit with this guy. There's no physical contact. There's no exchange of paper or other articles. He's under lock and key, right? There's 8 inches of glass between you at all time. There's no touching the glass. There's no approaching the glass. There's no raising your voice. There's a chair for you to sit. There's no standing up from the chair while the prisoner is in view. There's no disrobing allowed. This facility, the state of New York, are not responsible for anything that happens to you during your visit. Nor are you, nor on your way in or out of your visit. Do you understand and hereby acknowledge and agree to abide by these rules? Yes. Okay, then. Have fun. The hell do you want, Castle?
Oh, I see.
I'm Ben Urich. You must really be scraping the bottom of the barrel. I've been locked up in here for years. Next thing you know, you'll be talking to this pimp weasel, into that pimp weasel Turk. I just need to know if you know. And you'd only need to be talking to me if the Avengers and every other hero had blown you up. That's what they do, right? When they need you, you're their best friend. But as soon as they don't, when was the last time you spoke to Matt Murdock? I didn't kill him if that's why you're here. You heard about Bullseye? He's gone. Killed himself. That kind of made my whole day. When was the last time you spoke to him? Here's the problem with your line of questions. I'm a dead end. If you're here, it means your trail's cold. Well, the trail is, I didn't know Matt Murdock. I knew Daredevil. He sent you to prison because he knew I was needed here. And in the end, he played it my way, didn't he? All his moralizing, in the end, he bashed the Kingpin's head in. I couldn't be more proud of him if he were my own son. And it cost him everything. It set him free. Mapone. See, even Frank here gets a cover.
Frankie Wanky.
Oh, look, you see a bit of a Daredevil's eye there in the horn.
Yeah.
The Punisher and Daredevil. For years, there was a crackpot conspiracy that they were the same person. I read every article on this, and I could never figure out why they thought someone could be and needed to be both people. The truth of the matter is they both believed in the same thing, that justice was broken and that they were just the guy to fix it. The only difference is that Frank Castle believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner, while Matt Murdock believed he was just judge and jury. That executioner part had them in each other's faces most of the time. If I woke up this morning and told you that it was the Punisher that killed Daredevil, I wouldn't have been surprised. But the facts are that Daredevil is dead and the Punisher rots in jail. And Bullseye had written a word in his motel wall when he died. The same word, Daredevil, Lapone. Do you know where it is? Yes. What does it mean? You're not going to tell me. No. But I will tell you what it means to you. It means Daredevil had the goods on Bullseye, maybe for years. It means Daredevil had files, history, dirt on all of his enemies. He was a lawyer. That's what lawyers do. They stack the deck in their favor. A lawyer doesn't ask the questions unless he knows the answers. A lawyer doesn't go into a courtroom unless he knows he can win. That's what separated Murdock from the rest of the idiots like Spider-Man flailing around. Daredevil was precise, sought out, prepared. The minute Daredevil met Bullseye, you can bet that Matt Murdock dedicated his life to ruining Lester's. That meant a detailed psychological profile, a blueprint of his soul. Murdock said that word knowing that it would cause Bullseye to self-destruct. But a word like that, you can only use it once. Do you know what it is, or don't you? Answer me this. If Matt could have pushed Bullseye's self-destruct button with one word at any time, why wait until his dying breath? Obviously, that's the only time it would work. He had to die in the right way, with a message. Show his opponent, maybe the world, that even in death, I'm talking to an insane person. I'm angry that I'm getting insane answers. Okay, well, thank you for your... Daredevil was choosing. A prize fighter and a ninja. I know a prize fighter, any prize fighter has an expiration date. They fight past their prime. They all but make sure they're all good and used up. And a ninja trains. They train their whole lives, and then they train their replacement. A tradition as old as the earth. A replacement? What do you imagine Murdock was doing all those years? Watching his stories? And he was training his disciples. Maybe a bunch of them, maybe one. A kid or kids that would have grown up to meet the barrel of my shotgun if not for him. A new Daredevil. A small army. Are you guessing or do you know this? You knew Matt Murdock. Do you think with his ego that he would let it end with him? So you don't know. This is good news for you. This means the story isn't over. What is my poem? When the story's over, what are you going to do with yourself? You took this meeting, you agreed to see me, and you have nothing to tell me. Quite the contrary. We're helping each other. I just put you back on the right track. So you want something? Everyone wants something. Play his game and don't let him rattle you. He's the only lead you have. Okay, Mr. Castle, how can I help you? You already have. What? Smoke. Excuse me, Gardo. What's going on? We're on lockdown. There's a fire. Oh, look, pain and laws he put on his fingers. Like, the entire facility's on lockdown. Get the reporter out of here now. No one from Micers will confirm or deny that Frank Castle escaped that night, which means he escaped. I was the patsy. And like any patsy, I can't figure out exactly how I was the patsy. Only that I knew I was the patsy.
Why is there Thor up there?
It's a costume store. Melvin Potter.
Okay.
Melvin Potter? Yes.
Yep. The costume guy.
Yep.
I like him in the show too, but I also liked him in Born Again because he was he the Centurion? What was his name?
I forget, but I know, he was a former villain.
But he had like a Centurion costume.
Right.
I mean, my Daredevil knowledge is not super deep, but I do love Born Again.
Right. Mr. York, long time no see, huh? The costume? Oh, yeah, sure. One of our specialties. Do you know who you sold it to? I mean, I could look, but if they paid cash or online, Bullseye. The Bullseye? The now dead Bullseye. Bullseye's dead? That's great news. You had no idea? No. That part of my life is a mile away, but you still make these costumes. People like to dress up. It's therapeutic. You do see blood on this one. Yeah, it ain't mine. Is it yours? No. The cops let you have evidence. They know you have it. I'm borrowing it. Must be nice. Follow me. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of our business is online and mail order. People rarely ever use their real name. They use pay services, send cash, P.O. boxes. Anything superhero is huge all year round. The more controversial the character, the bigger the business. The Electra costume is a popular one. Tigra too, and it ain't the only place that makes them. You know I don't have anything to do with any of that stuff that happened with Daredevil. God rest his soul. I mean, I'm old. I'm broken. I still got the feds up my butt from stuff a million years ago. They're probably out there watching me, and now watching me. Always watching me. But yeah, I done and did it to myself. The Gladiator is what he was. When you were Gladiator. Did you ever hear the word Mapone? Gladiator. Hey, listen, buddy. See, there he is. There's his costume. Look.
Yep.
And that was a lifetime ago. Back then, it won't be no surprise I was chemically imbalanced. They say I've evened out dramatically. And at the end of the day, I only got Matt Murdock to thank for that. If not for him, I'd have been dead a long time ago. Dead. That guy I was, the Gladiator, I see a picture of that guy. I don't even recognize that's me. It's like some other guy. Well, and that's all I got to say about that. The word, though, my poem. What did I just say? I know, but this is for Matt. Yeah, well, I don't know what that is. It's the last thing he said. I don't remember you being this pushy. Your phone's ringing off the hook. Business is good. Yeah, well, this is going to sound gruesome, but every time one of the costume guys drops dead, sales goes through the roof. Anything Daredevil this week, anything Daredevil is boom, gangbusters. Irony is, Daredevil's the only one I don't make. Really? Don't seem right. Didn't seem right last week. It seems doubly not right this week. I mean, I knew the guy, you know. People dress up like dead heroes, dead people. World's gone crazy. It's always crazy. Where do people go to get one if they can't get it from you? I don't know, and why I just lied. I don't know why I just lied then. I did make one. Do you remember for who? Of course I do. I made it for him. You made it for Matt Murdock? Yeah. When was this? Not too long ago, actually. Couple of months. Hadn't seen him forever. He shows up and asked me if I had one lying around. I didn't. Asked me if I could make him one. I said, sure. What else was I going to say? We didn't say nothing else. But yeah, you know what? What? Now that I think about it, there was something. He wanted it in a smaller size. I don't know why. He looked jacked as always. Smaller because it was for someone else. This is the voicemail of Peter Parker. Leave a message after the beep. Peter, it's Ben. Yeah, Ben Urich. I hate to do this. I know I promised I wouldn't, but call me when you get a chance. But you won't. Nelson and Kennedy, please hold. Nelson and Kennedy, please hold. Nelson and Kennedy, he's in a meeting. Hey, Mr. Urich, I'm sorry, like I told you when you called. Mr. Nelson's in a meeting. Tell him I'm not leaving, but I'll be right here. Sure, sir. I've given him all of your messages. I'm sure he'll return your call as soon as he's able. I'll wait. Foggy did better without him than he did with him. I would have lost that bet. but it sure sort of makes sense. Yeah, and helping out with all this, just, yeah. Natasha Romanoff, huh? Mr. Urich, if I may, off the record, Mr. Nelson's out of the country until this, as he says, blows over. Beep! Dad, it's me. I'm going to be late for dinner today, swim practice. Can we talk when I get home? Love you, Dad. Beep! Ben, hey, it's Peter. Yeah, I got your message. Huh? I'm sorry, but I don't think I can help you. Not anymore. Nothing personal.
So is this redheaded girl supposed to be Matt's daughter or Natasha's daughter?
We'll find out. It's nothing personal, but I wish you the best. You know I do. I don't think you're going to get much out of him. 5th anniversary of Stark Enterprise World Fair. What exactly is wrong with him? I'm not allowed to. The doctor will be right in. Could I take a peek at his charts? There's rules, sirs. I'm not the doctor will be to see you. Bushwhacker! Welcome to the bottom of the barrel. Sealess criminal no one cares about anymore. I'm Ben Urich, investigative reporter for the Daily Bugle. I'm sorry? Calisthenic. That's a good word. High out of his mind. They say that it was someone dressed as Daredevil that did this to you. I would love to get your story. Reports that the fires at Rikers Island is finally under control. No one confirmed, but we have numerous sources that say that Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, has escaped custody. Whether he orchestrated the disaster to escape or took advantage of it is still up in the air. But the real question is, what inspired Castle to escape after so many years? If anyone has any information of Castle's whereabouts, please call the police immediately. Do not approach or confront Mr. Castle, as he's considered armed and extremely dangerous. Boom! Aye! Oh no, it's him. It's the Punisher. He followed me. He's been following me the whole time. Bushwhacker. Bushwhacker. No, I know this one. Which one is he? Bushwhacker! They're coming out of the woodwork. Bushwhacker! Waited a long time for this perfect moment. And perp off, glasses. I have unfinished business with a sack of shit. And perp, it's happening again. The first time this happened was when Electra Nachios chased me through an alley, then stabbed me in the back. The second time was when my life collapsed on our bathroom. The world stopped turning, just for me. I realize what it is now. It took 3 times, but I finally figured it out. This is what calm feels like. It is as peaceful as I will ever be. My last moment. Is it relief? Is that what this feels like? I'm not breathing. My heart's not beating. I'm just flying. If Matt were here, would he be and get here in time to save me? Would he even want to? Oh, there's Natasha. Again, each character tied to him gets a cover.
Is a good.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that it is as misleading as the Electra one, though.
Yep, but yeah, and Spider-Man cover.
What? That's not Spider-Man. You can't fool me.
But that's a good reference, though, isn't it?
Yes. No, I mean, it's very obvious, but, like, that's not Spider-Man.
Matt?
You can't fool me.
You're okay. You'll be okay. Just lie there. How? This isn't the way this is supposed to go. Who did this? And that was Bullet that attacked him. That was Bullet earlier. One of his obscure villains. Bullet. Got it. Dad? Dad, please tell me you're okay. Please be okay. Timmy. Hey, pal. Oh, thank God. My arm's throbbing. Take it easy, Mr. Urich. You're a lucky man. Lucky. Sure. Like you broke your arm. You broke it. Oh, I'm okay. They said you fell out of a window. Daredevil saved you. Is that true, Dad? Did you see Daredevil? Daredevil. It was someone dressed as... No, actually. I don't know who it was. Well, according to what I overheard, the cops outside said it was crazy. Daredevil. My story has a better ending now. At least there's that. Nauseated, room spitting, bushwhacker, Bullet. What happened with Bullet? Does anyone know? Are the police right outside? Is Bullet a big guy? Is that who did it to you? Yes. That guy and the Daredevil guy got into it big time. Oh no. And where are they now? I heard the cops talking. They were going nuts on each other, and they both went falling out the window. The same one you did. Are you sure you're okay? What happened to Bullet? The guy splat on the ground. The whole everything outside is blocked off. Which one? Who's on the ground? The fat one, the big guy. Bullet? I guess. It's crazy. You should see it. goodness, I know, crazy. How long was I out? I don't know. Daredevil. Who's this new Daredevil? Was it him? Was it really him? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's not how a hero acts. Heroes don't kill. Didn't Daredevil curb stomp the Kingpin in front of everyone? But that was different. That was, hey, Daredevil's back. Maybe you should lie down. That's not what a hero is. That's not what a hero does. You have to remember, if it wasn't for a Daredevil, we wouldn't be a family. I know, Dad. If not for him, I wouldn't have you. Dad, just lie down, and all the bad guys he's beaten down, all the drugs and crimes he stopped. When I think about him, when I really think about what a hero is, all I think of is that he saved you, Timmy. He saved you and sought to bring you to me, to us. He healed our family, Timmy. Where would we be without him? Dad, it's important that you know this thing with Kingpin, with Bullet, this isn't what a hero does. You being alive and safe, and that is what a hero does. He saved your life, though. I know, but what? The bad guy's gone. The good guy is safe. It's more complicated than the world. The world is more complicated than I know. I think maybe you don't know that. Life, think of me. Think of what I do. Okay, you're a reporter, a journalist. There's a lot of power in that. I write something about someone. Those words have power. Thousands, maybe millions of readers will read what I write, and they will believe it. With that power comes a lot of responsibility. Exactly, responsibility. If there's a new Daredevil, if this man's supposed to use his power, he's supposed to turn a criminal over to the police, not be an executioner. The law was very important to Matt, to Daredevil. It was. But look how Daredevil ended up. If he just killed Bullseye a long time ago, maybe Daredevil would still be alive. Timmy, sorry. I'm glad he killed Kingpin. I'm glad he killed this Bullet. Bullet threw you out a window. I mean, honestly, chirp him. So he's making a list of everyone. Bullet. Hi, Suki. Thank you for, yes, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. I need you to do two things for me. I need you to get me a copy of the Matt Murdock funeral photograph. Yours and the other photographers. Anyone that was there. Yes, the new Daredevil. Also, Suki, listen to me on this one. Has this Daredevil been following me all along? Is he in this bar right now? A sled? I don't get it. Okay, I'm on it. I really appreciate this, Suki. No, don't tell him it's Urich Jameson. What the hell happened to you at the hospital? And why is it not my headline? I quit, you Nazi. I'm working on it. No, too dangerous. Suki has some good photos, and we have enough of the story to stitch it together. You're done. You're missing the bigger picture. No, it's done. You're done. Jonah, you're the one who told me I was the only person who could. Hello? Mr. Urich. Mr. Owsley will see you. Mr. Urich? Mr. Owsley will see you. And what do I do? And I want you to know that I will not forget this, Commissioner. No, I'm making a considerable donation to the Municipal Order of Police and to your precinct in particular. Thank you, sir. God bless. Benjamin Urich, I was wondering when you were going to get to me. My feelings were starting to get a little hurt. I mean, I was his fiercest competitor when I was the owl. Crazy time.
Yeah,
Crazy
he was
time.
not.
And now you're all respectable.
Does he talk to Stilt Man?
You Wilson Fisk mini wannabe.
But does he talk to Stilt Man?
No, not yet. Nope. It was only a matter of time before the world started seeing itself the way I saw. You bribed everyone you could to legalize mutant growth hormones. Bribe is a strong word. In fact, it's a libelous word. Don't sit. Tell me, was it really Daredevil who saved you the other day? I saw it on TV. I couldn't tell you. I was unconscious. I say it wasn't Daredevil. Not our Daredevil. Then who do you think it is? I haven't been a part of that world in a very long time. Then how can you be so sure? Because I saw him. Who? Murdock. I went down to the morgue and looked him right in his dead eye. I had to see for myself. What an experience. They let you? Sure. I wanted a trophy. Trophy? A reminder. He always thought himself so much better than all of us. But at the end of the day, this is the actual mask he was wearing when he was killed. They gave it to you?
He was better, you crook.
Yep, that's evidence. Of what? Alas, Horatio, I knew him well. He was a fellow of infinite jest. Where's your mocking now? Your laughter at death? Your condescending attitude? Your flippin' billy club? when you called, I said get him up here. Urich will appreciate this. Great, isn't it? Now get the perp out of here before I throw you out of a window too.
Oh, I love early Bendis when he thought saying the F word was the coolest thing ever.
I don't know this number. I shouldn't pick this up. Hello? This is Kilgrave, the purple man. I want you to come to me. I have something to tell you.
That's a very bad idea.
I don't know how comfortable I am doing that, but you will. Can't we just talk on the phone? And yeah, summarizes the purple man here, of course. Again, more Mac. Yep, meets up with this one woman, everything, just summarize about what Kilgrave has done. And we find out that Owl just got killed by Punisher.
Lol.
But then Kilgrave is dead, thanks to Frank.
Oh, that's good. Kilgrave is the worst.
Yep. That's supposed to be Mary. Now, she doesn't die. Again, these covers are meant to be symbolic.
Wait, but what did Black Widow have to do with the last issue?
Nothing. Again, these covers are symbolic.
Oh.
It's supposed to be the end of his world, his story. So, yep, he goes to the church and everything. Again, he's just trying to make sense of everything. It's Melvin Potter, Mr. Urich. Melvin, I found the name and address that we sent the Electra costume to. Just like that? No, not just like that. The address is 616 Aaron Street, apartment 237. We sent orders of the costume to that address before as well, each time under a different name. Dick Christie, Steve Brando, Benji Stern, Rod Stiffington. Thank you, Mr. Potter. Hey, do you know anything about a gym that Matt Murdock trained at? Shh. Do I know where he worked out? I told you we weren't pals. So no. I saw in the news about the Owl and the Purple Man. Yeah, that. Shot right after you spoke with them. That's not exactly, should I get out of town? That's not exactly what, is it the Punisher? Has he gone hunting? I can't really. Well, good luck. Getting anyone else to talk to you. Write the story, Mr. Urich. I'm trying, but I've been thinking about it, and it's like you were born to do this. Like this is the thing you were put on this earth to do. Do you understand me? I appreciate that, but write the story. Enough people have died. And Daily Bugle, Suki, Mr. Urich, I texted an address to you. Yo to you, man. Triple J is so PO'd at you. Does anything come up? Does it ring any bell? The police are here, and the police are there now. Going through your stuff. Please don't tell Jonah that I'm calling. Oh, I don't want anyone flat top grilling my cheese. Did you get the address? Oh, it says it. Wait, no, yes, yeah, here. It says it's owned by something called the Church of the Hand. Of course it is. And I know that. I know that place. I shoot some pictures and pics last year. What was it? Yeah. Some superheroes belong to the church. Creepy. Suki, did you find anything else on Bullseye? I found some. Here's John. Urich, is that you? Is that Kunk? The Church of the Hand. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Urich. And that is simply out of the question. Mr. Tanaka, I just want to look whether or not the man the media knew as Bullseye was a member of our church society is a sacred trust. The privacy of our congregation is something we take very seriously. But Bullseye's dead. I'm just trying to create a picture that explains, I understand your frustration, and I'm sorry. It would send the wrong message to the members of our congregation, living or dead. Living or dead? What is that? Are you feeling all right? You don't look well. If I could just show me your notes, Mr. Urich. I'm sorry. If you were doing a story that led you to this office, we will need to approve it. I don't. This is a church. After that, I'd like to offer you a free meditation session with one of our trained counselors. We can help you determine your own state of clarity and personal oneness. Mapone. I'm really going to need to see those notes. What are you doing to me? Mr. Urich, and your notes, Mr. Urich. What are... Mr. Urich, I need you to tell me everything you've learned so far. Mapone, show me! Your mind, Mr. Urich, is a mess. A jumble. So much pain, so much loss, but... Not much else in there, is there? Mapone, that doesn't mean anything to me, but what I want to know is, What do you know about the person named called Stick? What do you know about the art of reincarnation? You've been following Daredevil. You know who Stick is. Tell me who Stick is in his latest incarnation. Who is he? Now! I don't know. Mr. York, you need not try to hide things from me. I am inside you. I just need to move some things around in there. This won't hurt. Stick with the man who trained Matt Murdock. Who is he? Now! Jonah, I'm at the address Suki gave me. Yes, the police. I'll be happy to speak with them. You're drowning, Mr. Urich. My skull's on fire. Ninjas, I really must be desperate if I... My heart is pounding. My arm is throbbing. My skin itches. I have to get out of here. Come on, come on. Ding! The address is 616 Air Street, apartment 237. We've sent... Oh, yeah, get the summary about all that. Daredevil killed Kingpin. Daredevil identity revealed. Oh, geez, electro blow-up doll!
Great.
Of course he has a dog and a cat on his PC? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
The new Daredevil. Hold on. It's better if you go limb. You okay? Are you all right? No. Don't panic. Focus. This is it. This is the moment. You're Urich, right? Pull his mask off. I wasn't ready for all this. Uh-oh. Look. Ah, shit.
That's quite nice. But,
Yep. Go. Where?
how are
Go.
they surviving that rain of arrows?
Who knows? Like, down. Oh, man, stay here. Oh, man, he's young, so young. There's, what, 1 million of them. I didn't notice that before. Who are you? Just stay here and... This is my life now. I'm actually happy to see the Punisher. I gotta tell you, you soulless demon ninjas, it's moments like this. Mr. York, please stay here. Do not move. Stay right where you are. Ha! Ha! I knew there was another you, Murdock Jr., and you're welcome. Jeez, what's that smell? Phew! I really thought I was going to get stomped, but hello, Mr. Punisher, and no Punisher. We did it. Mr. Urich, I think it's safe to come out. Did you see that? And see that? That was the Punisher, the original one. Mr. Urich, the police are here. You'll be safe. What's that? Mr. Urich, I told you to stay hidden. I told you not to. I told you. Dad, it's Timmy. And Ben's dead. He looked out while the arrows were still flying.
That is wild.
And yeah, Ben's dead.
Dun, dun, dun!
I have nothing left to teach you. I have nothing left to say, except that I'm proud of you, Timothy. And every day I think about the eternally reincarnated spirit of my sensei and the things he tried to beat into me. And I pray that you do better in this world than I have. That you find peace where I find none. I wish I could tell you what Daredevil was doing in the days before he died, but it seems Matt Murdock took that last secret with him. I want you to make me a promise, Timothy. I want you to protect your father. You can't stop him from doing what he does, because what he does is who he is. The search for meaning in the final days of Daredevil has led me down a dark and winding path, and of what is left of this once great city. If I could have protected my father, my life would have turned out very differently. You still have yours, and that is a gift. I have met characters from every part of Daredevil's life. Friends, former friends, lovers, partners, and yes, enemies, of which Matt had more than his share. I have taught you how to fight, but you need to learn how not to fight. That's the lesson I've never been able to learn. I'm saying, be better than me. If you could do that, I think all of it, the whole thing, would have been worthwhile. We know that, and there have been other Daredevil sightings in the wake of Matt's death. Copycat vigilantes. Boom, 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 boom. I guess that alone says a lot about Matt Murdock. Our deepest condolences, Frank Nelson and
That is such an unfortunate sound effect choice.
Oh, look at this. Oh, wait. Our deepest sympathies, Peter Parker and Kitty. paired him up with Shadowcat in this world.
Oh, come on, Bendis.
But the one question that remains, the one question that Matt Murdock cannot take the answers to the grave with him, is how we will remember him. Will it be as Guardian? Will it be as Guardian, Angel, or Guardian Devil? Kingpin of Hell's Kitchen or Avenger? Noble Samurai or Ninja Warrior? Orphan or Fighter? Superhero or Vigilante? Or Superhero Vigilante? I remember him as a fighter, like his father before him. His father was a middleweight boxer named Battle and Jack Murdock, a palooka who never gave up till his dying breath, a man who stood up and did the right thing and paid the price with his life in front of his only child. So for every lost soul he saved, for every child of Hell's Kitchen who saw a better life than the one they were born into, but I want you to know you won't be alone. Someone will be watching over you, someone to catch you when you fall, someone to teach you when you need to learn. You mean you? No. Isn't that what this is? No. Then who? You'll know when it is time, but let's both hope that day never comes. For every average Joe who's saved from drowning in this city's never-ending sewer of corruption, what are you talking about? For me, it was a son of a bitch who called himself Stick. Your sensei. Yes, he had long since passed from this life, but at my moment of greatest need, he came to me, and I know he will come to you as well. I thought you were my sensei. No, when you are ready. For every Hell's Kitchen mother whose child came home safe at night, Matt Murdock, thank you. Tim, I'm Foggy Nelson. Ben, I just want to say he was a good man. Timmy, I'm Peter Parker. I was a friend of your dad. We worked together. That was a nice touch. Jonah reading his last work as his eulogy. Didn't know Jonah had it in him. Can't believe Jonah is outliving us. I just want to say I've been where you are. I've lost family. You're not alone. If you ever need to talk to someone, and Timmy, I want you to know a hero doesn't kill people, not when he can help it. Stings like a son of a bitch. Good news is you can use it. And good news is you can use it. Don't waste it. Use it. Punish them. Punish them all. My name's Frank Castle. I knew your father. And I believe we met in the roof the other day. Where are you going now? There's something I have to do. We done? I have to do this myself. A man named Bullseye is back. Can I come? Can I help? A hell of a funeral. Lots of A-listers. Even though they were in their civilian disguises. They don't show up to Murdoch, but they showed up to your father's. Said something about your old man. Hope you enjoyed it. You'll never see them again. The good stuff. Weasels, every one of them. Mapone, yeah? Daredevil's last damn word. Yep. My dad died trying to figure out what it meant. Yep. What does it mean? Uncurl the lip, kid. I've had it from the best. You want to know what it means? I'll tell you. Guilt. And my father's dead, Matt Murdock's dead, and I'm stuck in a room with a jacked up serial killer. You're not listening. I've been there for a lot of people's last words. And every time it's the one thing they feel guilty about the most. The one thing they don't want to be remembered for. Judged for. Wait a second. Matt, Daredevil said that his own mentor had returned. Reincarnated. That his hit teacher Stick would appear to, I don't know, guide me. The hell are you talking about? Are you him? Are you here to finish my training? Yeah, right. Why are you here? Pay my condolences. And warrior good. Stay on the straight or I'll gut you. And to tell you to grow up and grow a pair. You're going to need more than a billy club or you're going to end up just like him. And there continues to be demonstrators at the Church of the Hand Manhattan Temple in the wake of a recent incident that left multiple deaths on the property, including one prominent journalist. Ever since the controversial church was officially recognized as a tax-exempted religious organization, there have been outcries from the church's practices of aggressive recruitment and accusations of brainwashing, cult behavior, and fundamentalist extremism, with possible ties to organized crime. Vice President Osborne denies that he himself was a member of the church. White House officials say that they are working with the FBI and that they do not comment on ongoing investigation. I'll have milk. That there's fighting words in this place. I'm okay with that, Mr. Parker. Make that 2 milks. So 2 milks. I just want to see how you're. And here's some feminine napkins. Thank you, because you're both a couple. Yeah, yes, thank you. I meant what I said. Where you're at? I've been there. I've lost everyone in my family at it all. My dad said Daredevil was like his best friend. Yeah? Did you know Daredevil too? A little. Used to. A long time ago. Other than my dad, he's the most important person in my life. Sure. He's how I met my dad after all. My birth father died. Yeah. Did he ever mention to you about any of that? I haven't really talked to him in a long time. His last words were, Mapone? Yeah, I don't know what that is. And I've looked. Yeah. Do you think Daredevil was crazy? Well, do you think that radioactive thing that opened his powers affected him mentally? Well, God, I hope not, because are you okay? Mr. Parker, I'm sorry, I have to go. But, and what the kid? Message for you. For me, around back. Fuck you, lady. There's no way you could have made that shot. Double or nothing. And this is some serious furp. Sorry about your friend Parker there. I had to send him on his way. Didn't feel like having a reunion. Do I know you? Not really. I have something for you. Or is it you? Are you Stick? I don't know what that means. Name's Nick Fury. I'm here because I knew your Uncle Ben. He wasn't my uncle. He was my father. Okay, whatever. Should have given this to him when I had the chance, but I didn't, and it's uncharacteristically tearing me up. Don't know if this will mean anything to you, but here. It was a man's dying request. I just didn't know it at the time. You had this the whole time? He died chasing this, you know. Yeah, and you had this the whole time? It's not like that, kid. What's it like? Listen, you're tired. You're clearly upset. Go to hell. Throws it in the fire. The costumes come with a price, kid. They all do. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry. I have nothing left to teach you. I have nothing left to say, other than to say I am proud of you. And every day I think about the eternally reincarnated spirit of my sensei and the things he tried to beat into me. And I pray that you do better in this world than I have, that you find peace where I found none. But I want you to know you won't be alone. Someone will be watching over you. You're repeating that. I call burp. You hustled us. For me, it was son of a bitch. She hustled me too. She played us. Not only am I in pain, I'm about to turn you upside down and shake you. Think she's so clever. I do, actually. I want my money. I'm going to slice that smile off your smug. And guys, hey, you're done. Back up, kid, or you're next. Maybe you didn't hear what I said. Jeez, kid, it's just in bad taste. Don't point that at me. Jeez, kid, it's like watching snails hump in slow motion the way you fight. And you have some serious blind spots. And you're welcome. But you're not even going to say, you're sorry for ruining my hustle, are you? Yeah, I didn't think so. Do I know you? You do now. You're blind. My mom said it's the only thing my daddy ever gave me, but that makes no sense. I was born this way. And good Lord, do I have my work cut out with you. Work? Like, you can't go up and running up and down the street dressed like that. You did that and dressed like that unless you figure out how to take this all to the next level. You're cute. I know. The cops are on their way. I don't hear any. You will. Let's get out of here. Mostly because I don't want anyone to see me with you dressed like that. Do you know a place we can hide out for a bit? It's a gym Perfect. I'm Tim. Mapone Romanova. But everyone calls me Stick. Don't ask me why. Long story. So that's it. What did you think?
Not one of Bendis's best things, but
right.
Also not one of his worst things, because a world where secret Civil War II exists is always going to be that's the worst.
He was kind of pushed into that one. Let's be honest.
I'm not saying that it means he's a bad writer, but that is a very bad comic.
It is, but I gotta say, the thing that bothers me about it is that we don't get many answers resolved. It's just what Mapone was. Other than that, nothing else mattered. But how did it tie to Bullseye? The only thing I can think of is Here's what I think. The Church of the Hand already knew about Stick being reincarnated, which would probably be then meaning he had a new person there, which means once Daredevil told him it, he knew then there'd be another Daredevil out there, and that's why he killed him and it pushed him over the edge.
I don't know. I feel like there's too many missing parts, which is why I think it's not one of the best.
But overall, what do you think about this world he set up of this? I would say it's one of the better bad futures, at least.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel like a really bad future.
It feels
more realistic, for example.
It feels more realistic.
Well, it feels less catastrophic.
Here's the way of putting it. It's like the whole world's become Hell's Kitchen.
Well, the Hell's Kitchen of the 1980s. Hell's Kitchen right now is super.
I'm talking about Marvel's Hell's Kitchen. I'm talking Marvel's Hell's Kitchen.
I know, which is Hell's Kitchen of the 80s.
But let's be honest though, but that's basically what the whole world has become if you want to look at it that way. Would you agree?
Yeah, kind of seedy. People are able to do bad things in public, but it's not like Reign, where it's just like everything is a horrific concentration camp run by supervillains.
Right. Venom in particular.
Ugh.
But
have they revealed anything else about Reign 2?
Nope.
I'm just waiting for that with like clenched muscles.
But again, I'm curious on where that's going to be going, because that was about to be the Spider-Man in the end.
Yeah, but it sucks.
But overall, one, the artwork was amazing on all counts. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, yes, artwork was amazing, and I will say that unlike a lot of What Ifs or The Ends, this had a lot of room to play with, and I think it mostly used that room well. Like, you come to care about the characters, and it...
But then it gets cut off right at the end, or second to last issue, with Urich's death.
Yeah, I think that... I think that was on purpose. I think Bendis wanted it to feel that way, but I don't like that as much.
No, I do think the reason he went after Kingpin was because of Mapone.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Now, is the Stick reincarnation thing something he made up for the story, or is that normal Stick lore?
It's made up for the story.
Okay, because I don't remember that.
In other words, he knew Mapone was going to eventually teach him.
Right.
To teach him. He knew that. But... Now, let's be honest. Mapone's existence was there already hinted at earlier, as you noticed with the picture.
Yes. No, I saw that. And also...
But yet her hair was more the ginger, but then later on we see it was more the Black Widow, Mary Jane red.
So why are there so many redheaded kids? Is Matt just seriously just leaving kids all over New York?
I think the whole thing, was just those he's banged.
I'm not down with that. Let's just say that.
I think it was Bendis' way of saying, who did he end up with? He ended up with all of them.
Yeah, I'm not down with that.
It's the Tenchi Muyo resolution.
I'm not with the harems. Harems are not my morality.
I know, but let's be honest. I would have been fine with it being Natasha and Elektra at least.
Yes.
But
it was like 5 women.
I know. It's Mary. It's Mila. It's just like, really?
So many.
I mean, Elektra, at least naming her kid Matthew made the most sense.
No, I agree. I don't like Elektra, but she is tied to Matt in a deep way.
Exactly. But again, Mila and Mary is just like, really?
I mean, it's Bendis. Of course, he was going to include his OC character he made marry Matt.
Yeah. But then Mary, though...
I didn't get the Mary thing. I thought she had more of a thing with Kingpin than with Matt.
No, they've had a thing before.
I know they have, but I don't know.
Yeah, but again, it just... she seemed happy with her kids, at least.
Yeah.
But seriously, give that City of Bruce!
City of Bruce, I'm telling you.
So in this case, it's City of Matt.
Yep.
But seriously, again, I gotta say, this felt like it amounted to a lot of nothing by the end.
Not nothing.
Well, maybe not nothing, but
I like the idea that Tim is the new Daredevil, and that
Yeah.
He was taught by Daredevil, and he's taught by.
Well, like I say, I think Punisher was more right than we think.
I think so too. I think
the
Punisher-
Mapone thing was the guilt, and I think he also was right about Matt knew what he was doing, because clearly he pretty much said Bullseye's back in town. So clearly Frank is right. Matt knew what he was doing.
So did Matt know that killing him would make Bullseye kill himself?
Probably.
That
Probably
just
would be.
seems no, that's too silly.
My guess is he wanted to take him off the board because he knew Timmy could never handle him.
I mean, yes, but like, if he's gonna kill Kingpin, why don't he just kill Bullseye too?
My guess is Bullseye wasn't active at that point.
Okay, so basically, Bullseye felt too threatened by Matt killing Kingpin.
That I think also just this whole paranoia of, because clearly Bullseye's been affiliated with the Church of the Hand.
Sure,
we know that. He's been affiliated with them, somehow was tied, so who knows what they did to him. For all we know, it could have also been a case where they sent him to find Mapone.
Sure.
And saying it right before he died probably broke his brainwashing. For all we know. There's a lot to assume here.
Yeah, I think I get that Bendis wanted it to feel like
an unsolved mystery.
Been answered.
Like an unsolved mystery.
But I don't like that.
Well, I know. We should have gotten all the answers, not just some.
But, I mean, ultimately, I'm not too upset because I do think that finding Mapone and Timmy, and that was nice.
Still better than Captain America the end.
What?
Still better than Captain America the end.
I mean, yes.
Okay, how is this compared to any of the ends we've gone over before?
I would say I think I liked it better than all of them, but that's largely because I like the space it gets. It feels like a rich world that's been really developed.
But not too much space. It's not like the...
No, it's not like the Forever Never doesn't
It's not like X-Men the end where it was way too long.
Yeah.
That was 16 issues for that one.
That's too many.
Yeah. Fantastic Four the end was fine. Wolverine the end should have been 3 issues. And as far as, and all the others have been one-shots.
Yeah. I honestly think the end should be like at least 2 issues, preferably 4 or 5.
Yeah. But this, it worked. And again, even for being decompressed, it wasn't that badly decompressed.
I don't know how I would feel if I was buying this at the time.
Right. Now,
I might feel a little saltier if I was buying this.
Now, I'll say this. And would you feel like this is more like what if Bendis continued his run? Is that what this feels like?
Yeah. Well, so have you read Batman Catwoman by Tom King?
Yep.
Okay. That's what this feels like to me.
Yeah. Basically, what if he had continued?
You know, he finished his run. He had more he wanted to do, but he wanted to go in the future and give an ending to the story of the character itself.
That's what this felt like.
This feels like that. And I mean, I liked Batman Catwoman. I liked that miniseries. I thought it was fun.
Yep. Oh, I just read another one we didn't mention was with Echo having a kid. Just like even Echo.
That was too much. Why? Too many.
At least they made it more of a wink. You had to actually look for it.
I know, but like it's there. Like, come on, guys. City of Matt.
Maybe that's why she retired.
City of Matt.
Yeah, but again, just what do you think about now? The killing of Kingpin. So it's clearly now made clear that he did it more out of a precaution, less because Kingpin was actually doing anything.
I think Kingpin should have been doing something because it's Kingpin. I don't believe he would stop doing things.
No, he probably was going to, but again, this was a preemptive thing.
Right. But I think it would have been nice to know that he was.
But instead, it's quite clear this was a preemptive. He didn't, which I think that makes Matt look worse. That makes Matt look worse, if you ask me.
Yeah, it just feels too unmotivated.
Well, no, I feel like there is motivation, just not proper motivation. Again, the whole preemptive.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right, which is why I said people are acting out of character.
Yeah, especially for Matt to go that far.
The explanation given at the end didn't quite satisfy me there.
Yeah, but The fact that there's still a lot of unknowns because we're doing this from a grounded, from Ben's point of view.
Yeah.
You don't go much except for Tim at the last issue. We don't go beyond Ben's point of view.
And I think that Bendis does really well with that kind of limited point of view.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think his best comics are still first 100 issues of Ultimate Spider-Man and Alias.
Yeah.
And those are really tight point of view books.
Definitely. But his Avengers, for example.
I mean, it started strong.
Oh, started strong, but they kept him on too long.
No kidding. Yes.
Like he should have been done by Secret Invasion. That's clearly what he was building up to that whole time.
Yeah. Well,
would you agree with that? That Secret Invasion was clearly his end game?
Yeah, I'd say that's probably true.
Yeah, because it tied up everything with what he did with Secret War.
Yeah.
What did you say about his Secret War story? Did you ever read that one? The thing that booted Fury out from being in charge of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I think I only read the parts that crossed over with the Pulse. And I didn't like it that much.
Oh boy, the fact that the Pulse led right into Marvel Knight Spider-Man. But the fact
but it was a weird comic.
But why the hell did he have to have it be Luke Cage is the one who took down Norman? And then they had to explain, he escaped, and that's why Spidey took him down. I'm sorry, that's bullshit.
Because Bendis likes Luke Cage, I mean, it's fine.
But again, overall, now what is the fact that we didn't have much Matt in this? It was more about Matt's world than it was Matt himself.
I felt that there was a lot of Matt.
Well, his presence was there constantly, yes.
Right. And I liked that. And I thought that him appearing in the flashbacks with Tim was a very nice capper.
Definitely.
I do think, I do feel like if Bendis had forced himself to write Matt's perspective, it would have made him make more sense.
Oh, yeah. Because it was all from the limited perspective of Ben after the fact.
Yeah, I feel like that was one slight weakness.
I mean, I get why he did it again. Why.
It's a strength of his. It gives us a strong through line. I mean, a mystery is a good plot hook. But I think that he could have branched out a little more, and that would have made it a stronger story ultimately. But it's still pretty good.
What do you think about Bullseye committing suicide?
Yeah, that didn't make sense.
It didn't at all. No. And again, it doesn't. Not much of it get resolved, really.
Yeah.
And
I didn't get it.
So what do you think about Ben throughout this whole story?
I mean, I like Ben. I like Front Lines.
But if
I like Frontlines Civil War. I don't like Frontlines World War Hulk. That was weird.
It was weird. But then Secret Invasion didn't even have Paul Jenkins involved. And that's the one where I think isn't that the one where they killed off Ben's wife was in the Secret Invasion one?
I don't even know if I read that one because I didn't like Secret Invasion. But
right. But yeah, though, I mean, again,
I liked Ben. I was sad to see him die. Not the first time we've seen Ben die, though.
Yeah, but at the same time, I thought it was a dumb way for him to die. The fact that it's like there's arrows flying, Ben, hundreds of arrows. What makes you think to move?
Yeah, it felt a little forced there.
Yeah, it just felt like it was so sudden. Again, the fact that Ben would be that stupid to try and look when there's like he just thinking, I'll just look like
oops.
Yeah, it just felt too dumb on his. It felt like Bendis just needed to cut the story at the knees. It felt like.
Yeah, and I feel like that's kind of the problem. Is I understand.
I mean, I get that's life. Sometimes life happens that way, but
I understand almost all the reasons why Bendis did what he did. I just feel like if he'd sat down and thought through a couple more drafts, it would have been stronger.
Definitely. But what would you rate this 1 to 10?
Definitely over 7.5. I want to say an 8.
Yeah, I would give it an 8. Yeah, especially the artwork.
The art's so good.
The art is phenomenal. And
it's clearly a love letter to Daredevil, and I appreciate that.
It is clearly, it's clearly that. And the fact that they even included stuff about him becoming the new Kingpin, wasn't that stuff that happened after his run?
No,
that was during his run. Yeah, that was during his run, I think. At the point where I remember during Spider-Man Black Cat, he actually Peter once teased about saying, "Remember when you declared yourself the new Kingpin?"
Oh yeah.
So which happened towards the end of Bendis' run, if I recall.
I thought that was Slott.
Then he got arrested. What, Slott?
I thought Slott was the one who turned Felicia into the new Kingpin.
No. He was talking to Peter was talking to Matt in that.
Oh, okay.
And we're pointing out, remember when you declared yourself the new Kingpin?
Yeah, that was
which they reference in the story.
Right.
Oh, I gotta say, I always did like the whole idea that Bendis, was going to end. He offered Brubaker, say, I can get him out of jail, and Bendis and Brubaker said, no, keep him in jail. I have an idea of how to go with it. You know that's what happened, right? Bendis was originally going to get Matt out of jail, but Brubaker said, no, end it with him in jail. I like that, actually. That's one little behind-the-scenes nugget I always liked. That Bendis, he wasn't going to just leave Brubaker screwed.
Right.
The fact that he was willing to say, like, I'll resolve it all if you want. Nope. I can basically tell you Bendis had an idea to resolve it. And then Brubaker's like, nope, I got my own idea. But that was I gotta say, I prefer this ending to Bendis' run than that. Matt just going to jail.
Well, I mean, again, it's like Tom King, who didn't want to end his run the way he had to end it. He got to end it the way he wanted to in Batman Catwoman.
Yep.
Although I'm curious that he isn't choosing to push his agenda in his Super Sons with Trinity Adventures story.
I think Bendis and King is more just has this one story he wants to tell.
Yeah, but I'm surprised he hasn't included Helena.
Oh, here's the other thing, though. Here's the other thing. He's doing this under the main continuity, not the unlimited freedom of a Black Label book.
I mean, but it's future, so it's not main continuity anyway.
No, but still, it has to tie in at some way.
Yeah, I guess that's true. No, I definitely understand, and he's also he's trying to be smart and market off the popularity of Super Sons, but
which he's doing a good job because he's writing way better than Tom Taylor ever wrote it.
Yes.
Yeah, I loved him having Damian have the ego to be saying how he's the one who took out Darkseid in Final Crisis.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
It's like, dude, you were hardly even active during that point. Remember that? He was hardly even active during Final Crisis.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, no, I gotta say, I still think Bendis should have done Batman at DC. I think he would have had a much better run.
What did you think about Batman Universe?
Except for how he totally mangled the White Lantern stuff at the end. I thought it was a pretty good story.
I mean, it's fine. I think the art really carried it, though.
But like I said, though, he mangled the White Lanterns at the end. He did not get the White Lantern at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a Lantern head, so that didn't bother me as much.
It's like this. Tom King was phenomenal in Superman Up in the Sky.
Yes.
So it tells you both of them should have done the other character.
I mean, I really like Tom King's Batman, so I am okay with
the whole run, or just up into a point.
Actually, I like it after the wedding better.
Really?
Yes, I
got
a huge fan of the stuff before, like especially the Gift and Everyone Loves Ivy. Those were really.
I will say this: oh, the Gift was horrible.
It was awful.
That is like he does not get Booster. He never does. Just like he doesn't get Guy. Just like he doesn't understand Guy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He really doesn't understand Guy.
He looks. I think my guess is. I still think this. He's one of those who wanted to bang Ice, and he keeps like, "Why is Ice with this idiot?" And I feel that's like a personal viewpoint. He just looks at it like Ice is too good for Guy when that's supposed to be the point. She's supposed to be too good for him.
I will.
Hard to argue. It's hard to argue that, isn't it?
No, I was. So I am somewhat convinced of Diversity in Comics' theory about Tom King's writing. So I will let people go find that themselves.
Which was what?
He's got huge mommy issues.
Mommy issues?
Yes.
Okay. So anyway, so that was Daredevil End of Days. Thank you so much. So yeah,
I would say it's definitely worth a read.
Definitely worth a read. I mean, there's some stuff I breezed over, and the artwork's still incredible. But yeah, overall, very good book. Damn good book.
Very enjoyable. I hope people enjoy it.
Yep, and a bittersweet send-off. Let's be honest. It is
any ending is going to be bittersweet. I think a good ending should be.
True, but some end up better than others, is what I'm saying. Like Fantastic Four, the end had a great send-off. It wasn't their death; it was just the end of them needing many of the threats in the universe. It wrapped up so much, plot points there. But I think it's the only one of the ends that had a happy end. X-Men the End had a somewhat happy ending, just not the greatest happy ending.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one was beyond. I mean, to be fair, it was better from the word go because Matt's already dead. Oh, wait. Before we wrapped up, what do you think about how Matt went out? The Billy Club right into his head.
I mean, fundamentally, it's a suicide, but because Matt is Catholic, he can't do that. But Catholics are also not supposed to have children out of wedlock with 6 different women. So
to be fair, I think Bendis intentionally left it vague enough since we never see the husbands.
Yeah.
I think it's intentionally meant to be vague. Hence why they had Mary not know.
Yeah, I just think that it was. I have this whole thing about Matt and his Catholicism and how writers just care very deeply about some things and don't care at all about other things. So,
but yeah, so now we'll wrap up. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Ian, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.